Hey, this is Zoe Williams of the Voice of Reason and So What Morning Shows here at Dash Radio. Listen, everybody on YouTube, you guys have been a tremendous support for my shows, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in every week and, participating. But I'm serious than a mug. We need your help on the GoFundMe campaign. We really want to do the VOR radio network, and I'm asking you personally, each and every one of you, we're over nearly 24,000 strong here on the channel. We need you to support by donating. Just click that little button down there and it'll take you directly to the GoFundMe campaign. It's gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. Anything you can do is greatly appreciated. It continues our movement. It continues our forward progress. And I appreciate you all who have already donated. If you can do it again, I thank you so much. Thanks again. So what? I'm out.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday, Dash Talk Radio. Zoe Williams is back in the building with another Voice of Reason show. Man, I cannot tell you how crazy today's topic is. A lot of people want to hear about it. They want to chime in on it. The number to dial, this is a caller-driven show. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. I need to hear from you. We've got a great topic. I mean, it's huge right now. Everybody's talking about it.
Well, not just right now. I feel like it's always a topic.
It is. It is. But you know what is commonplace for Zoe. I want to promote a couple of things. What do I have to promote? Oh. Go get yourself a copy of the Relationship Dismount. How to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. Let me let you get a good look at it. Yeah. The book's a heater. We had mad love in Oakland town business. The town showed up and showed out for Corey Holcomb at Tommy T's in Pleasanton, California. It was crazy. Lot of love, lot of respect, lot of love, lot of love. Thank you, Oakland. Thank you, Pleasanton. Thank you, Bay Area, for showing up and showing out. People were supporting. They was buying books and T-shirts, and they was buying Corey's T-shirts and Darlene's books, and it was dope, man. It was really dope, and just the love in the building, the love was crazy. So this shit's about to go down. I promise you. Today's show is about to be crazy. Eesh. I need you to get to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Order a copy of the Relationship Dismount. Pre-order a copy of the Holographic Relationship. Pre-order your copy now. The Holographic Relationship, a deeper look at the connection, the union between consciousness, God, and intimacy. Very powerful work. It's going to be crazy. It's going to challenge you. You might be reading this book for the rest of your life.
Yes.
It's not going to be something you can read one time and be like, yeah, I read that shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? I got a couple jewels from it. It's going to be revealing itself to you for years and years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, now's the time for world famous Voice of Reason topics. This shit's about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. Relationship hors d'oeuvres. A deeper look at how to make a side situation worth your while, or how to discover that a monumental waste of time it is.
Right.
Because it could be a hella waste of time waiting. Number 2.
Right.
You could be a side dude and a side chick. Man, a deeper look at how to make a side situation worth your while, or how to discover that it's a monumental waste of time. Gosh. Relationship hors d'oeuvres. You're an hors d'oeuvre, an intimate hors d'oeuvre.
Hey, sometimes nothing's wrong with that.
The main dish is at the crib.
Right.
You and your yoni. Or your swipe
Right.
might be scalloped potatoes.
I like scalloped
Might be
potatoes.
artichoke dip.
Ew. Sorry. I was trying to be totally okay with that one, too.
Hey, when is a side situation, a side partnership,
Right.
or a side situationship
Right.
beneficial?
Ooh, that part.
Eesh. I got questions. True or false? The purpose of a side partnership, situationship, side relationship is for two people to escape the mundanity, stagnation, mediocrity, and unfulfillment of their current main situation.
Yeah.
I'm wrong for that. 323-230. 4610. 323-230-4610. Are men and women more honest with their side partners?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
If so, why? If yes, why? Why is it easier to pillow talk with your side situation? God, you know how many niggas out there pillow talking right now?
Well, I hope not a
Giggling
lot.
and shit
What
like-
time? No.
You know I don't like that bitch. I can tell. You know, there's a lot of niggas out there side.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
True or false? Side relationship, side people, side situation should always avoid the emotions of hope and jealousy.
Yes.
Never hope it's going to be more.
Right.
And never get jealous of the person you're coming off the bench for.
Correct.
Fuck. 323-230. 4610. Golly, I see it.
Yes.
True or false? It is incredibly important to be extremely safe when it comes to sex with your side partner.
Yes.
You must keep in mind your side partner is likely to still be having unprotected sexual relations with the starter.
Yes.
God,
That part.
how do you get your partner to recognize they're a role player? How do you?
We about to break it down today.
Fuck. True or false? Effective side partner relationships should always avoid falling in love.
Oh, God, yes. Please. Please.
Ugh. All right, one last question. I got great questions, so I get
You
in there.
do.
Jesus. Jeez. True or false? Becoming a side chick / dude is very risky for everyone involved. Take time to consider your emotions and how you would feel about the main partner finding out about you. Ladies and gentlemen, relationship hors d'oeuvres. A deeper look at how to make a side situation worthwhile. Or how to discover that this shit is a monumental waste of time. Get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Tiffany,
Yes.
were you ever a side chick?
Yes.
And did you enjoy it, or were you fighting to be more?
Well,
Did you get clingy?
okay, so this is the main experience of being a side chick. I highly enjoyed it because that's exactly what I wanted it to be at the time. So it served its purpose for me very, very well.
You sound like that girl we was listening to. You remember that girl we was...
No, like there was one time I was a side chick, but the problem was I didn't really know I was a side chick. And it's when, me and my husband, soon to be ex-husband, were both transitioning to pretending to be together. So like I didn't know I was still a side chick to his main chick because I didn't even know there was a main chick.
I'm confused.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Jesus. But otherwise, in my other scenarios where I was a side chick, I was very happily a side chick because I was just in my sex addiction situation. I was like, ooh, dicks. I don't care whose they are.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't care if you had a girl or not. I don't want you anyways full time. I just want you when you're free.
Do you know how hard it is for most women to be like that? Or maybe it's easy. Ladies, call me. Tell me if it's really easy to be unattached to side dick. Oh, that's a great question. How difficult or easy, ladies, is it to be unattached to side dick? Christ alive. Call me right now, 323-230-4610. I know a lot of dudes is caught up on side chick pussy.
Right.
Addicted, like, my side chick need a negligee. I'm gonna go over there and get her some Victoria's Secret and some Bath and Body Works. I'm just asking.
Oh my goodness.
Relationship-Hors D'oeuvres. That's what we're talking about today. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Voice of Reason on Dash Talk Radio. We've got callers on the line. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? This is Keenan from the Bronx.
Keenan from the Bronx. What's up?
Yeah. So basically, great topic. I do think men and women are probably more honest to the side piece than they are to their main squeeze. But the downside is you are attracted to the side piece usually because of newness. Like you've been with your significant other for a while and something new came that was shiny and it attracted you to that person. But after a while, the newness wears off. So you're going to be looking for a side piece to take you away from your side piece.
You need a side piece for your side piece.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Great show, man. I'm going to go ahead and hang up and listen to you guys.
Nah, man. Thank you for that, man.
Yes.
That's interesting. You need a side piece for your side piece. You know how... First off, do you know how dysfunctional that person would be?
Who?
Who needs a side piece for their side piece?
Well, you
An
just
escape for their escape.
But you actually named a lot of people because a lot of people who cheat are kind of serial cheaters. They don't just have one side chick. It's multiple side chicks. And that's why some of these hangups that women, these over hypocritical definitions that women have created for side chick are just dumb to be like, oh, you're number 2 to number 1. No, you're probably number 16 to number 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Like, if he's cheating with you, please know there's probably more than one of you. Because if he likes shiny things, he likes more than often. If you like shiny jewelry, you don't just buy one ring. You have a collection of shiny rings. So same thing with yonis.
Yonis aren't shiny. Well, yeah, they are with a little oil.
I mean, you got healthy ones that got something going on.
A little baby oil or whatever. That's cool.
All right.
Maybe the little glitter powder. I like that little sugar edible glitter powder.
Glitter powder?
Yeah.
I'm learning today.
Well, it's kind of like sugar powder, but it just dusts the yoni slightly. Okay, cool. I'm back.
It's powdered sugar for the yoni.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
I'm just really bugging right now because I think, number one, people take the maintenance part of relationship to be like the bulk of it. Like, this is what makes it serious. We have kids. We have responsibilities. We have this and that. And this is what makes the relationship real. This is what makes the relationship legitimate.
Right.
But could it also kill the relationship?
Absolutely.
Because what makes it real takes center stage.
Right.
And then the thing that brought y'all together takes a backstage.
Right.
The connection, the vibe, the energy. Then all of a sudden you guys become business partners in maintaining a, I mean, if we just want to be honest,
Right.
like a mediocre life.
Right.
Like, just think for that. Just, in that moment, y'all saw each other. And it was kismet, magic.
Yes.
It was like, oh, shit. This is better than Thanksgiving gravy. Okay. Like, let me just give a moment, like a personal moment.
Yes.
So me and an ex,
Mm-hmm.
like we had some kismet, some. I don't know what to call it. I don't know how else to describe it.
Kismet's perfect.
But what was crazy was whenever I would come over, she would do this little dance. Like she would, like double dutching, rocking back and forth.
Yes.
Because she's ready to run and jump on me.
Yes.
Right? That moment, whatever that is. She did that for a couple years. It was like, oh, he's here.
Yes.
This excitement or whatever. Now, the reality here is that tends to wear off when the business of the relationship comes into play. Whatever the business is, it could, if you have a kid, the responsibility of the kid. A lot of times you'll find a man who starts to resent the kid a little bit because the kid is taking some of his attention away and she can't really focus on him the way she focused on him post or pre-kid.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that could be an issue. Then the other issue is work.
Yes.
More work, more time away, you know, and then when you get home, tired.
Right.
Responsibilities, chores, all of this, you know, running errands, all. Just don't have time for the double Dutch happy, let's meet each other.
Right.
So whatever brought you together sometimes takes a back seat to the business of maintenance. And then if you stop and just look around, what do we really have? When niggas get the answer to, you look around, you thought you were in a chateau, you thought you was at the Drummonds, and you find out that you live at the Sanford Arms with Fred G. Sanford. Ah, Jesus. Tiffany, how do you save people from this experience? Or is the side situation the perfect remedy?
Ooh, I truly think that the side chick and side dude situations really can be helpful sometimes. But that's like in the ideal situation where the side person knows their role. They know that there's a main person, that you have a family or you have a career, and that they really just serve this shiny thing purpose. So, and I say that for this reason is sometimes you just need that little spice, you need that little plug, that little spark to like remind you how to do it with your spouse.
You know good and well side people can't play their role.
I mean, again, yeah,
there's
side
rules,
people
but
suck.
everybody always catch feelings.
I mean, right.
When,
so epic.
When
fail.
is the last time you dated a side dude Vulcan? Prosper.
Yeah,
Live
I have
prosper.
quite the problem in my own situation. So yeah, I think they can be beneficial sometimes when they work out that way. Preferably like less short term. Like long-term side things are never a good idea. Like you need to cut that off, I would say, in less than 3 months. Like if your side thing is happening longer than 3 months, you would just have another girlfriend or another wife.
Well, wait a minute.
Like,
isn't that the same thing we talked about before? Break glass in case of emergency.
Right. Like
A dick you always fuck. You don't want to be fucking a gang of people.
if you're a person who needs shiny things and you have a family or a stature where things are at risk, you need to keep that side thing as short as possible. Because the longer you're involved with that person, the higher the expectation and their hope and their desire to be the main person becomes. And that's when you have like TMZ slips and sex tape slips is when people catch feelings and they feel invested, like they should be getting everything the main person gets.
Oh, you break it down.
You know what I'm saying? So like the shorter it is, the more likely it is to serve its purpose, which is usually to re-spark the flame in the main relationship. Like if sex is mixing in that same in the main relationship, and they go, have a freaky weekend in Vegas, and then now their libido's up again and the testosterone's going, they come back home and they smash the wife even harder.
Wow.
That's one way that I knew my husband was cheating on me, because I came home from like being gone for 3 weeks, and he tried some shit that we ain't never done in a decade, and I was like, you don't even watch porn like that, homie.
Say more.
He literally was just flipping and twisting and things we never done, took out tools we never used, toys. I was like, first and foremost, what gave you the idea to get this toy?
Stop. Wait, stop. Is that paranoia or is that true insight? Call us 323-230-4610. The reason why I say that is because sometimes motherfuckers be paranoid. Mm-hmm. Maybe they are watching some extra porn.
So I just asked,
I think both
can
of
we
them
watch it together? Where the new porn at? That's literally what I asked. I was like, ooh, this was bomb tonight, boo. Like, what you been watching? Like, where the playbook at? I can learn. He'd be like, I don't be watching porn like that, girl.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, never mind.
So maybe he was practicing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's why I said side things serve its purpose if that's what it's doing for you, especially men. Libido, like if job isn't going the way you want, or you're feeling stressed at home or whatever, like testosterone and libido will really drop. So if you just need that little side thing to boost your whatever, then okay, then come back home to mom. Cool.
When dealing in a side person relationship, should one just be prepared to get caught eventually? Like, you're going to get found out at some point, right? That main person, whoever it is, there's some kind of intuition. Just like you were like, wait a minute, nigga.
Right.
You pulled off the trapeze after 10 years? Nigga, what circuit you been to? Right? That's crazy. Talk more about that.
Okay, so again, the reason why your side chick and side dude things should always be shorter, because over that long period of time, you get comfortable and you slip. So if you're the person who has a side person, you get comfortable. You're like, oh, she only knows to call before 6. Call me during working hours. Don't call me after whatever. You start slipping. Maybe you normally delete all the messages, and the one time you slip, and that's the one time she look and see that Caitlin text you at 11 at night. Like, the longer you go, the more
well, why are you naming people?
Oh, I made up Caitlin.
Okay, cool.
The girl in his story isn't named Caitlin.
This isn't
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You messy sometimes.
Sometimes, but this one really is just some girl I met earlier today. No.
That's how she paint.
I could be messy, but I won't. I don't know that girl. I don't need dudes hitting her DM.
That's how you paint.
I maybe paint like a Down syndrome person. Leave me alone. So yeah, the shorter the better, because the longer you do it, the more you slip up. So like you invite yourself to be caught. And because a lot of people who cheat like that exhilaration, I feel like eventually they start to kind of self-sabotage and they do things to get caught. Because now they want to, like, that's going to get them hard. That makes them wet. Like, ooh, she might walk in on me. Oh, my God. Like, they start getting slippery.
What about the manipulative side pieces?
Right.
The ones that hold shit over your head. The one that take pictures of you when you go to sleep. You take your selfies like, here this nigga is. For later. Blackmail. Sabotage. What about this? True or false? Side chicks / dudes can be heartless. And there are many who have hidden agendas, like gold digging and the infamous hobosexual pursuit. I ain't got nowhere to live.
Right.
I'm gonna put this dick on you.
Right.
I can at least be on that couch for a little while.
Right.
Yikes.
That part.
It's just crazy. What are some of the terrible or horrible scenarios around hidden agendas and side chicks, side dudes?
Well,
baby traps.
Baby traps is the number one hidden agenda. Baby traps. Definitely, yes.
Yikes.
So, yes. Baby traps, that's definitely... I'm going to say this. This is my warning to anybody who is a side chick or side dude who legitimately isn't just trapping people. Like, you are responsible for birth control. So do that, okay? So, because the number one thing you don't want to really do is be a side chick with a baby. And now you have to explain that to everybody. Like, there's so many side chicks whose feelings get hurt and they don't even get child support, or they have to prove paternity. You know, he'll challenge you, and next thing you know, if you a side chick who have more than one dude, now you got to prove which dude is the daddy. Like the whole point was you was trying to avoid looking like a hoe, and here you are hoeing it out.
Hold up.
Yeah, so
Hold up. Hold up. Hey.
If you're going to try to trap someone, be clean about it. Because, yeah, there's hella Maury chicks out here who thought they was trapping somebody who now they just on daddy number 13 trying to prove paternity.
True or false? All side partnerships should ask your side partner if they have a history with STDs. This may be a sensitive topic to bring up, but it is nonetheless very important. How do you broach that to your side partner? We're always in a condom. Me and my main chick are not.
Right.
What if the side chick or dude finagles the situation? You know how when sex is going down, that is probably the most pliable people are.
Right.
You can convince the fuck out of somebody when sex is happening.
Right.
Hey, this shit is too tight.
That's number one.
Hey, I can't feel anything.
Right.
Hey. Just put your mouth on the tip. So I'm just wondering, how do you negotiate the safe sex side of it?
First and foremost, I'm going to be so honest in the fact that my experience is most people aren't even having the STD safe sex conversation beyond, do you have a condom? People aren't asking, have you ever had chlamydia? Have you ever had gonorrhea? Like, come on now. You might not. And when is the last time you've been tested? Like, if you haven't been tested in 4 years since you started doing your wife, but I don't know if I'm the only side chick you've had since you were married, like, that doesn't presume you're clean. That was like the first time I thought he was cheating. I was like, I jumped straight to the clinic because I was like, I don't know if she's the only one. And we've been smashing how long without condoms? I guarantee you he smashed her a few times without a condom. So I was like, ooh. I went straight to the clinic like, ooh. And it was on another show about STDs is just because you're married doesn't mean you're safe. Like, everybody should be getting tested regularly because as much as we want to trust our spouse, you don't know.
This is a crazy ass show.
So, like, even if you're married, I still was getting tested every year. He doesn't know that, but I was still, like, just to be sure. Like,
gosh.
I'm already in here. You're swabbing away. You may as well test my pee while I'm here. Like, fuck it.
Tiffany Wild.
I'm safe. I don't want to be the girl who's married thinking I'm happily married and I have AIDS. Like, there's hella chicks that happens to. I didn't want to be that one. I didn't want to be that girl. So I always get tested. But the key question I ask people is, when is the last time you were tested?
Right. This is good information. Let me ask you this. A side relationship is really one of the most isolated, intimate relationships you could be in.
Right.
Because nobody can really know. Everything is secret. Everything has to stay secret. This is a covert relationship.
Right.
Now, when feelings get involved,
right,
most shit comes out. I just don't know anybody that, even the person that's on some the benefit is just sex. I don't want nothing else.
Right.
How often do women stay in that space? You guys can be in that space. I'm not saying you don't visit that space, but I don't see long-term residence in that space for women.
No, it's a very rare woman and very rare occasions where a woman could probably have sex with you more than 2 or 3 times and not be emotionally connecting to you already. Because that's just biologically, like, we're ingrained to do that. Like, we're already nesting and vetting you as a mate. You know what I mean? To, like, procreate with. So after about like 2 or 3 times of having sex, you've now like encoded in me. So you're starting to have feelings.
Yeah, there's a spiritual element to this. There's some energy exchange. And yes, a lot of people are always on that, I'm good. No. No.
So
it's hard. Listen, there's a spiritual element to all relationships. Even the side situation. Number one, why did the side person even come into your life?
Right.
Was it just for right? That could be a purpose.
That could be a purpose.
That could be a purpose. But when you start feeling deeper for the side person,
right?
What's the purpose of that? Is the feeling genuine something, or is it attachment?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Could the side person be there for, sexual benefit, but also help you bring up that attachment issue you may have?
Right.
A lot of people don't even be thinking that deep.
No, not at all.
What if your side situation turns out to be your most informative, intimate situation? Self-informative about you.
Right.
Now, how do you look at them?
Well, then you start trying to transition them. That's what happened to me.
Oh, say more. Let's hear the transition.
Right? So this is,
how do you transition a side piece? This is beautiful.
Okay, so I can't speak for men because I feel like you all are really ingrained slightly different emotionally. But for me, what happened was it started out as I was just I have sex addiction. I was using sex to cope with anxiety and stress, and I had hella stress going on. I was working full time, going to school full time, doing an internship full time. So sex was just my way. Instead of working out or eating, I had a lot of sex. So that's what I was doing. So that's how that situation started. Also didn't help that my main dude worked nights. So the time that you normally would be laying up next to your dude and cuddling and pillow talking, he wasn't home. So there was a huge barrier for me. And so I just started filling that time with other people. And that's what happened where my side, again, he was not the only side dude, again, at the time. There was other side dudes, right? There was other side dudes, but he specifically became the primary side dude.
She had a merry bro round.
I did have, I like to call it a roster. I did have a roster for a period of time. But as I dwindled the roster down, I was like, I need to figure my stuff out. This is too much, whatever. He became the core main dude. And that's kind of what happened is I realized I was spending more core time with him than I was with my main dude because of the schedule. And so it's now it was basically the roles got convoluted. He really was taking over some of the roles of the main dude. Okay, we are talking about stuff that I should be talking to my main dude about. We are, having sex and sometimes not having sex. That's when the side person has stepped a boundary and you have stepped a boundary. If y'all can just cuddle and you aren't just fucking, they have now crossed into you have feelings for each other.
Really?
Really. You enjoy spending time together that's not just sexual. You like each other.
But most people are weirdos.
Most of us are weirdos.
Most people are weirdos.
Yes.
And even to get intimate, it requires a certain level of feeling out period where we get comfortable and we figure each other out. Even for the side person.
Yes. I mean, after the initial figuring and fangdangling, however that even happened in the first place. But if it's truly just a side thing, every time you see each other, you're going to have sex. Because that's what makes it shiny. That's what makes it exciting. So if you're really just kicking it, y'all just going to movies or y'all just going to eat, and sometimes you don't have sexual contact, that's how you know it's more than just a side person.
Uh-oh, we got a question here from Twitter. From Keenan. At Keenan R&B says, hey, Zoe, where do you fall on the you should treat your main chick better than your side chick? Advice men get. There definitely has to be a distinction. Because if you treat your side chick in the exact same manner as you treat your main chick, how is she not going to know who she is in your life?
Right.
Now watch this. If you're treating them equal, but the side chick is getting the benefit of the truth from you.
Right.
She might be the main chick.
I was just saying that. You transitioned. You flipped them. You can flip the side chick to the main chick.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time.
I want to hear a side chick call in 323-230-4610. I want to hear from a side chick who swooped on the main chick and passed her up. Took her spot. Usurper. Usurped her position. I know there's stories out there.
Definitely served for sure. I can say I've been duped by the side chick for sure.
Have you?
Yes, 100%.
A side chick swooped and took your spot.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I wasn't even in the same city. I was living in LA and he's in Sacramento. She for sure was taking my spot.
A bench player took your spot.
I stopped getting my nails done and my hair done and like started waxing myself to save money and found out he was like going to have massages with her and taking her to dinner and stuff. I'm like, I'm over here going without and you over here taking her on dates. This is great. I'm definitely now the side chick.
You let yourself go.
I'm the side chick. No, like it was a conversation like we need to save money. I was like, okay.
We need to save money, but he going out with her.
Right. So I'm the
You
side
just
chick
told me
now.
you let yourself go.
I was like, no, I was doing it at home instead. Like I started waxing myself, doing my own nails at home versus going to the salon.
That shit ain't as good as the salon.
Oh, you don't know. I did that stuff for professionally. I was straight.
Oh my God.
You know, I was like, I waxed myself for years.
She's like, she shares.
I do share.
Look at Daniel like she does.
Transparency is key.
Man, if you're just tuning in to The Voice of Reason, we're having a conversation about relationship hors d'oeuvres, a deeper look at how to make a side situation worth the while.
Yes.
If your wife isn't doing something at home, or if your husband isn't doing something at home, is it okay to go out and get it from somewhere else? As long as you're discreet and you don't bring anything back to your partner? No babies, no STDs, no receipts.
No babies, no STDs, no receipts. I don't know. Yeah, I feel so different about it now. I'm kind of like, I'd rather it just be like open communication. If something's missing, we have a conversation. If I can't give it to you, then I tell you to go get it.
Listen.
Like, that's how I feel now. Like,
but relationship is business.
Yeah.
If you're building something with somebody and they're deficient in some area, most people are going to go out and get the deficiency somewhere else. They're going to get the supplement somewhere else.
No, that's why I'm saying, like, even I like how Jada and Will talked about it. They don't have an open relationship as in they're always smashing other people, but they want to have an open communication that if you desire someone else, let's talk about it. And maybe that's what's going to happen. Like, I'd rather you just be like, I think I want to go taste the Asian tomorrow. I'd be like, bet.
But you know what's crazy?
Go taste the Asian tomorrow. I might be down with that.
You know, people like you and Kevin and me, we talk so matter-of-factly about spiritual and evolved and mature people. That shit's rare.
True.
So most people are not saying it because the threat of losing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a fucking thing.
True.
I'm gonna act like everything is all good and I'm gonna get this pussy supplement.
Right.
2, 3, 4 cities away. Never gonna bring them to the town where we at. We're gonna go out to some way out movie theater.
Right.
And it'd be just your luck. You run into some unexpected. Hey, what you? Oh, who this?
So as someone who has been the side and who has had a side, ooh, that anxiety be high. You got to find discreet places. And the more you're known in the community, the more the struggle is.
Tell me, how did you get your 007 on when you were when you were side sliding? Yikes.
There was a few strategies. One strategy was that I made sure the two circles didn't connect. So it really was helpful that like my ex like was from Florida and he was really like secluded to himself and he worked a lot. So I knew his social circle didn't cross over with my side dude social circle.
I want y'all to listen, ladies and gentlemen. Women are revealing the truth.
Yes.
Y'all better listen. Go ahead, say more.
And if you're not doing this side, people, you need to like take notes because you're being messy. So you just have to make sure like nobody's social circles cross over and you have to be like thorough. Like it was to the point like who's cousins. Like I was like, I don't want to show up to a barbecue and next thing you know, like I bamboozled. So I really kind of like investigate the situation in that case. But also when I was a side girl, I made sure that they were in positions where they didn't want people to know. So like when I was messing with like frat boys, like and they had girlfriends, I'm actually sometimes went out of my way to be with a dude who had a girlfriend because I knew he didn't want people to know he was messing with me. And I didn't want people to know I had multiple partners either. So it served my purpose to only mess with dudes with girlfriends because now they're not going to tell nobody they're smashing me because they're out to them. So if you want your anonymity, you go mess with someone who got a lady, have something to lose.
Okay, here's a jewel. Here's a male jewel to go with the female jewel. Never commit to holidays.
Right. Yes. Ever.
You can't let a single woman hear that you're down with Valentine's Day. And I'm just saying, while you're single or whatever, like, you just can't commit to that.
Right.
Because you can't be in all those places at once. So your easiest defense for that is to say it's just not something you participate in.
Right.
Right?
And the worst thing they're going to say is you're whack, but that's all you need to do.
It's true, though.
Super true.
It's true. Jesus. I mean, I'm past my multiple juggling chick days. There was a time where I was like, throw me another one. You know what I mean? But I told my son, like, nigga, don't ever commit to any holidays.
No holidays.
Because if you do that, you got to be at one place at one time.
Right.
You can't. I know it's wrong.
No, but it makes sense. Again, if you're bringing... Why would the side person be coming to a holiday? That make no sense. And why would you go to their holiday?
Side people should never meet your family.
Right.
Or friends.
Okay, so that's where it gets messy, because that's where I was young when some of these rules were made in my head. And that's where I messed up. Like, I liked my side dude.
Your side friend, your side piece can never be friends with your core
right.
crew.
And that's where we both fucked up. Like, our crews were just like smashed together. And there was this holding secrets for each other. And that's where, like, that's when you learn, though, each other's crew are not whose back they have. So this is what I say. My soon-to-be ex's best friend was a serial cheater as well. So I always knew, like, I saw chicks go in and out of his room, but I knew he had a girlfriend, his main chick. So I knew, like, my dude's doing the same thing. I'm not the only in and out chick. And you're not going to tell me because we don't tell her. And that's how our crews have always rolled. So we just knew, like, we know who you loyal to. Right? So
there is no loyalty.
Right. Like, you loyal to him, my crew loyal to me, and ain't nobody telling on anybody's anything.
Y'all niggas need to learn the difference between loyalty and consistency.
Right, that part. That's true.
A motherfucker could be consistent than a motherfucker and not be loyal.
True.
I need y'all to understand some jewels here.
Yes.
I don't feel like fucking with y'all right now.
Consistency and loyalty. So true. So
we'll get back to consistency versus loyalty in a moment.
Yes.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller,
yo,
what up?
Yo, what up? It's D Nice calling from Chicago.
D Nice from Chicago. What up, D Nice?
Yeah, I want to kind of touch on this subject with regard to, having a side chick or side piece. If you had a need and you're in a relationship that you weren't getting certain things out of it, I think it's more of appetite. I don't think it's a lack of anything. I mean, once you understand that you're that type of person and you go into a relationship and you're thinking you're lacking something, but it's actually you're feeding sexual metabolism almost. It's just, it's one of those things that you may think you might be in need of something, but you actually have it, but you want more of it from a variety of women or a variety of men if you're a woman. But for me, it's always been, okay, what I have at home is fine, and I know I might, catch hell for this later because my girl, she listens to this show. But it's never a lack of anything because she's always told me, hey, you need to figure out what you want to do, whether you want to be with me or you want to play the field. And of course, I want to, be with my girl. I want to make my baby happy. But, in the past, it's been, I just want a variety of more. And pussy for me comes a dime a dozen. And I never have to work for it anymore like I used to when I was younger. But now, it's so far in abundance, it's kind of hard. It's a challenge just for me to turn it down every day. So I would say more of an appetite to wrap things up than immediate need, because we got to know who we are as people and recognize what our wants and needs are. And if we can't do that, then we're going into an endless cycle of searching for something that we'll never find because we can't identify what we have when we have it.
Man, I love that information. That insight was powerful. Damn, did you hear what he said? Appetite. And women love to label a man's sexual appetite as immature if he wants multiple women. They don't ever want to look at the DNA or the genetics of it. God made our DNA somehow immature. Our genetics to want to fuck multiple women. We are wired that way, I think. Eesh. More callers. Callers! Speak on it. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. What's your name and where you calling from?
What up, man? It's Hustle from Miami.
Hustle from Miami. What up, man? You hear this shit tonight?
Yeah, man. Hey, first I want to say that thing you said about consistency and loyalty was proper, man.
Yeah. Speak on it.
Yeah, well, to touch on that, I guess that's one of the biggest false signifiers of loyalty is just when somebody's always around and always doing something. You know, it's kind of like pulling the wool over your eyes. And they could slip in on the back end when they really need you and not be there. So you got to be careful when you start putting too much stock into that.
Wow.
But it sounds to me like when y'all talking about side chicks and side dudes or whatnot, it sounds like just cheating, though. Is that really what it all boils down to?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, I mean, whatever happened to honesty and truth and living that kind of way within life,
Ain't no damn honesty. You know ain't no damn honesty. You know that. Come on, brother. Damn.
But
even with the so-called moral people, there's really no honesty.
Right.
There's loyalty to the situation. There's loyalty to the options inside of the situation.
Right.
Let any of the options wither or become defunct, and then the situation becomes defunct. Most people are not relating. I always say this. Most people are in situationships, circumstances, right? They're dealing with that. They're not really relating. It's like, let me maintain this situation I'm in. You feel me? That's what they're more loyal to the situation than they are to the person. As long as the person is functioning, within a certain capacity, and then there's a particular outcome from that functioning, and they're getting what they want out of it, they're all right with it.
Right.
As soon as you're a little tardy on the light bill, that's your ass.
So does that mean people basically just living in a temporary state of being?
Temporary state of relating, for sure.
Okay. So do you think there's no way of having, like in some other countries, more than one intimate partner? Do you think that's just something that can't happen?
Because it's taboo in America.
Right.
It's not fully. Right. Everybody is in a diet Kool-Aid form of polygamy or polygyny. Everybody's in a diet Kool-Aid form of it.
Yeah.
You can't have an Ashley Madison in this society where married people go to an online site, a secured online site, to go cheat with each other because they have there's a mutuality in what could be lost.
That's the best side chick situation where you're both invested in losing.
Right.
That was the most brilliant business model of all time.
Right.
So sad they broke it down.
So it's kind of like, yo, we both got shit to lose. So you ain't gonna never tell on me, and I ain't gonna never tell on you. Sup with that pussy.
Right.
See?
Oh, man.
It's where we live.
Listeners gonna breaking hearts out here, man.
I'm just saying, it's where we live.
Right.
Now, do it the other way. A lot of people look at it. Yeah. It was a whole lot of women on that site that were cheating on their husbands.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, believe it.
It was a very high percentage of wives who went to AshleyMadison.com to pick up husbands that they could cheat with Because in America, it's cheaper to keep them, him and her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Loyalty versus consistency. We got a business. We got to stay consistent on this business. Our bills, our property, whatever we're worth, our collective FICA score, our income, right? Income is different than what we own that has value, that retains value. It's a lot of shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
The kids, their education, how they interact with us based off of how we interact with one another. All that shit's tied together. It's a lot to lose.
Yes.
So it's not that you don't believe it can work. The open and honesty.
No. I believe it could work. Yeah, I just believe. Okay. I believe lying and deception is far easier than truth.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
That's what I believe.
Okay, you mean on the front end? Because on the back end, it ain't easy.
Well, listen, I was saying this to Kevin, and I said this earlier to Kevin, and I said this today to Tiffany, and I'm gonna say it to you, Hustle. We are some deep thinking, philosophical motherfuckers.
Right.
The average person ain't doing that. They ain't got the time to be deep. You know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfucker, when was the last time you read Wholeness and the Implicate Order by David Bohm? Who? The fuck is you talking about? The Self-Aware Universe by Amit Goswami? What? Huh? Yeah.
Hold on. Empire about to come on. What you talking?
You see what I mean? So again, when you start talking about truth, self-truth is about accepting oneself. You know how hard it is for the average motherfucker to just accept themselves?
They don't even like themselves.
Like, I'm fine with me. Fuck my partner and the problems that I perceive in them. I'm fine with me. You know how hard that is for the average person? So we hustle. The honest truth, man, we be throwing around these heavy philosophical ideas, which are really, really difficult for the average person to wrap their mind around.
Right.
You know how easy lying and cheating is? All I gotta do is get in the car and drive 4 cities over to the bowling alley. Nigga, I'm good. 4 cities over to the bowling alley. Instead of facing how my dad treated my mom 25 years ago.
Exactly.
When my dad left the Thanksgiving table, he was going to get some motherfucking applesauce and some cookies, and the nigga never came back.
Never came back.
Yeah. Like, how the energy of that is still being transferred through me to others.
That's real shit, man. Hey, man, you know I love when you call in, brother. You always drop good shit, man. I appreciate the call, Hustle. Anytime you want to reach out, brother, you know you got a line over here, fam. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is on fire right now. Relationship hors d'oeuvres. Are you the main dish or garnish? 323-230-4610 is the number to dial. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yo, am I on?
Yeah, you on.
All right, man. This is Zoe again from Sheboygan, man. What's happening, man?
Zoe from Sheboygan. What's up?
Man, first of all, I just want to say shout out to Tiffany, man. I love listening to her talk and truth, man, and so refreshing. I actually was married at 19, right? So, like 5 years, I got disinterested in her sex.
Ooh.
Oh, say more.
And to be honest, I didn't get that same 19-year-old erection after a while. After 5 years of having sex and trying to be faithful, I was yearning for that feeling that I had when I first met her. So I thought I couldn't achieve that with her, so I started looking outside the marriage. And really, what it was about, I don't know if I'm off task with what I'm saying, but I think a lot of guys really want that erection again. You know, after. You know what I'm saying?
It's great. You're bringing up a great point.
You know what I mean? Like after, because you experience so much, especially like if she, is disinterested too, she might dry out on you, and you kind of think you don't have it anymore. personally, you know, I just wanted to see if I still had it. So I went outside the marriage and found it, and that's what it was about, you know, just seeing if I still had or whatever, because I had lost them for her sexually.
Okay, so let's do this. Remember we talked about this earlier, about the business and the maintenance of the relationship and the mediocrity and the mundanity and just the repetitive shit you go through every day, just doing the same thing every day. The relationship gets stale.
Yes.
Right? It gets stale. But then you have to factor in the fact that he was young.
Right.
He still didn't have a full knowledge of who he was.
Right.
At 19, you was barely 10 twice.
Right.
Right.
And then you went and got married before you even turned 10 twice.
Ooh.
Now the ancients didn't consider you a man until you were 40. Didn't consider you an adult until you were 40. Because there's 4 phases of development.
Right.
Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. The physical and the emotional are in the first 20 years. That's 0 to 10 and 10 to 20. Right? From 20 to 30 is the mental development, what I think. Challenging my beliefs.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on? And then from 30 to 40, that's when you get opened up into the spiritual knowledge. Knowledge of self. This is who I've become in my journey through the 4 decades in the 4 phases of development. So imagine this dude at 20, 19, married. He looking at her like, if you don't, you know how quick you break up? You know how when you young, you be in a relationship in motherfucking middle school and y'all been together for 3 months and that shit feel like 2 years?
We even go together for a while now.
God damn, y'all didn't even make it to second semester, but y'all be thinking, God damn, I've been together with her a long time. We gonna be together forever.
It's true.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And then the next, say y'all graduate and go to high school next year. Y'all see each other as freshmen and act like y'all don't even know each other. At the new school, at the high school, we big people now. Come on, man. Relationships when you young, you don't have enough in you.
No.
And when I say enough in you, I mean enough knowledge about you.
Yourself.
About yourself, man. Like, even the clinicians are saying, you know, you might want to delay marriage until 30, 35.
Sometime after 25 for sure.
Yeah, because first off, your brain doesn't even stop developing until after 20 or until around 25. That's when your brain is finished. You got married before your brain was finished?
Right.
The fuck?
For that, I gotta be honest. You know, I started studying with Jehovah's Witnesses, man.
See, and then that's another thing. You're not gonna really interface with love. Like, love can hit you and overpower a religious belief and a religious dogma.
Oh, yes.
That can happen. But here's the problem. If you don't let love challenge that shit, then love begins to wane. Because you keep the belief in place. Now, love has to be filtered through some Flint water.
You mean adversity?
No.
Like a cloggy lens.
It's the filter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Love gets filtered through religious Flint water.
Oh, geez. It's true, though.
Because there's contaminants in the belief.
Yes.
But because you want to believe in it, you don't challenge it.
Right.
You don't let love challenge it. Sometimes love can come in and be like, all this shit you believe is stupid. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to put you in a position that you didn't think you were supposed to be in. I'm going to put you in a position that your God don't approve of.
Right.
Now let's see how you deal with that.
Right.
And a lot of people will choose the idea over the experience.
Right. Right.
Does any of this shit make sense, homie?
Hey, can I share another thing with you guys?
Yeah, man. Go ahead. This shit is good.
My single life, my single expert. escapades or whatever. I got wrapped up with a 21-year-old young lady at the job.
Look at you fucking up.
Off as that satellite dude.
Just fucking up.
Satellite dude.
You was hovering?
Guy. I watched the satellite show, but I was hovering around talking shit about the dude she was with.
Way to own it.
Next thing you know, he fucked up, man. He fucked up, and next thing you know, her and I spending time together. We are having sex, and I didn't know he had feelings for me. I was kind of like...
Wait, he had feelings for who?
He had feelings for me.
She had feelings for you?
Hold on, Pam. Hold on.
Oh, man. You lost me.
Daniel, this is what I'm going to need you to do right now. I'm going to need you to turn this music all the way off. Hold on, Pam. Say this shit again.
No, how do you not know?
Because they...
Don't move past, nigga, now. Hold on. What now?
Yeah.
Say it again.
All right, so I'm dealing with this girl, but I didn't know she had feelings for me.
She had feelings for you.
Yeah, this is a 21-year-old
cool.
born in 95. So she made everything with me seem like it was just what she do.
Got it. I thought you said the dude was having feelings for you.
Yeah, I know that's what you thought you said too. Y'all a mess. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, turn the music back on. Shit. Okay, we're good. Boy, I was about to run off this goddamn phone. All right, then I'm out. Sorry, I can't answer your question.
Wrong show.
I can't answer your questions. Go ahead, brother. Finish it.
All right. So anyway, she caught feelings for me. How did I know? Because I had actually fucked her friend.
Oh.
So when I fucked her friend, prior to me fucking her friend, I thought me and her was just on some heal each other. I'm just gonna be a confiding ear, just a mentor, and. We was just kicking it like that. We was really rocking with each other on some platonic type shit. But I fucked her friend. She really got in her chest. I was cool with being a side dude. I was cool with her doing whatever she needed to do. But when I thought I could still play the game and be out here too. But fucking her friend made her feel some type of way.
Of course.
Always.
You just wild. You just out there.
I was like, you lost me on
you
that
just
one,
out
homie.
there. Fucking the girlfriend that's feeling you. But did you do this before you knew that the girl was into you? Okay.
No.
So you knew the girl was into you and you fucked her friend anyway?
Oh, no, actually, I changed that. Yes, I did. I fucked her friend before I thought she was into me. Because, like I said, she had her boyfriend.
Then you off the hook. You got a boyfriend. I don't know you into me, and your friend is looking like chicken strips.
Right.
I'm with you, pimp. I am with you 100%.
Now, when I found out she felt that way, right, guess what happened to my emotions?
Oh, shit. What'd you do to yourself?
And I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I like her. You know what I mean? I started liking her.
Well, how did you work that out? Did you holler at her, or was she just totally turned off at that point?
It was confusing because I couldn't read it. I couldn't read her emotions. She was pushing me away, but keeping me around at the same time. Like, we let time go by, and then like a month later, she would pull up on me at work, telling me she missed me, and she didn't mean that she need me in her life and all that crazy shit.
So did you ever get it back?
I'm like, you know what, man? We at work. I don't really want to. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever get it back though? Did you ever connect with her again?
It sounded like no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh well, good. You won.
Hey.
Then it's over.
You won. It's over.
I appreciate the call, brother. Thank you, man.
That was interesting.
Hey, listen, I've been in situations like that where I had this longtime homegirl, and we dated. And we liked each other. I mean, we liked each other since we were like kids, man. Really liked each other. And then grew up, became adults, and liked each other. Now, here's the weird thing. Damn, I kind of don't want to put this out there.
Hey, you make me put mine out there. You better push yours out there. I'm going to push right now.
Okay, so at around 16, she wanted to fuck.
Ooh.
But I was a little older than her.
Okay.
So I think I was 2 years older than her. I was 18.
So you were. You don't think you were. You were.
I was
Okay.
18. So I was like, look, I don't have a condom. We're not going to do it. I thought I was doing the right thing.
But she said, let's go on anyway.
No, 2 weeks later, she fucks another dude.
Ooh, and you got mad.
No, I was a little annoyed by that.
Uh-huh.
Because she was a virgin.
Oh, she let someone else deflower her.
Yeah. And I was annoyed by that. I was pissed. So we were a little disconnected from that point.
Ooh.
So then I meet her homegirl.
Did you retaliation smash her homegirl?
Nah.
God.
But her homegirl was like this hella cool LA chick, around the way girl. She looked like LL Cool J's Around the Way girl sounds.
Ooh.
She looked like that girl that he's describing. She was just hella cool. I was like, yeah, I want her. Do you know the other girl blocked?
Yes, sister. That's
She was like-
good friend right
She
there.
was like, she told the one girl, like, if you fuck with him, me and you can't be friends.
That happens.
That ain't no cool shit.
Hey.
You went out. Okay. So let me just.
Because she was real about it. She knew that if you did it, she would feel a certain kind of way, and that showed that she wasn't afraid to say it. You, on the other hand, being young, though, was like, I ain't gonna really say how I really feel until after it happened.
Nah, you know what was even crazier? The Around the Way girl, her and I got hella close on some friendship shit. Hella close.
Yes.
And she was telling me all the dirt
So now you were satellite
that
dude.
the other girl was doing. She was like, she fucking all these dudes. She cocking niggas up all the time.
Oh.
So
She let someone else deflower
look,
her, and then
me
she
and
let
that
loose.
girl, we don't, you know, we not tight like that.
No.
So then I get the gig as an A&R dude at Maverick Records, and then she showed back up.
It tells you a lot about her.
My homeboy Broadway. Listen to James Broadway beats right now. Let's have a beat moment. Turn this beat up real quick right now. James Broadway, let's go. Okay, we're back. Broadway was like, man, don't fuck with that girl. She's only fucking with you because you're an A&R nigga.
Yes.
You work for Madonna now. Of course she's available.
Right.
So I get this weird come to my crib. My mama's not here for a week. So I go up there and I smashed for the first time.
How was that?
I have been called a phallic demagogue.
I didn't ask how you were. I asked how
Just
she
let me
was.
set it up. Let me set it up. I have been called by many women of phallic Neteru, of phallic Anunnaki.
Okay.
But when I tell you it was like fucking an empty room.
Oh, Jesus. Really?
It was terrible.
Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Poor thing.
It was terrible.
Poor thing.
You can't be like that young and need vaginal rejuvenation.
No, really.
Like the surgery.
That's so disappointing. I'm sorry.
It was crazy.
Though.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
But what was even worse
is you weren't.
Her homegirl got word.
Okay. I see how this is all going.
And she was pissed.
Oh, because you had kind of switched roles. You got close with the other one, the bomber one. And so now
she
she's
was
mad, so
pissed.
she wouldn't have sex with you? Even though you hadn't yet.
She was pissed.
Interesting. Yeah, you've had interesting relationships, though.
She was pissed. She was like, after all the shit I told you.
Right. She just told you that girl was wide open and sloppy with all these dudes and you still went up in it? Ooh.
So I was like, hey, but you and I, no, nigga, no. Not after that. Not after the road you've traveled.
She's like, I know that having sex with you is having sex with everybody she's had sex with, and I've been told you that's a lot of people.
Crazy.
Man.
Really fucking crazy.
Oh, that's a sad story, though.
Yeah, it was sad.
I was really hoping, like, maybe she met your demigodness and it, like, blew your mind or some stuff, but no.
After that, it was the point of no return, nigga.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Heart broke.
Why it's so
Jesus.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry. That's sad.
Yeah, shit.
The messiness that comes with, like, playing those relationships, man.
Fucking situationships are all around.
Situationships are all
They're just out here fucked up.
All around.
We've got a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? You're welcome. You're welcome inside the Voice of Reason. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hey, this is Adam from the A again.
Adam from the A. What's the deal?
Yeah. I've had this little kind of dilemma ever since I was a teenager. I've been kind of I'm 22 now, and I've never had a relationship or anything. And I've kind of had this dilemma about kind of being always put in friendships by, like, every girl I want to be with. And I've done some satellite, fuck nigga shit before. And as I grew older, I kind of started to, like, notice that about myself and pull that back. But it seems that I'm still running into, girls trying to spit game that already have dudes.
Well, let's do it this way.
I've been running into that every single time.
Let's do it this way. There's a woman here
now. I'm so confused.
No, watch this. There's a woman in here right now.
Right.
Watch this. What did he sound like to you? Did he sound confident? Did he sound like he can get that bus?
No, I was, like, really listening. Like, I'm confused. What are you describing to me right now?
I know what he's describing.
Describing how I am, how I was, and how I still am in transition.
You have no confidence.
Yeah,
Can you
you're not
hear
in
him?
transition at all. You are a friend zone dude. Like,
right, you can hear.
I'm very open sexually. This is the best you're going to get, and you're not getting it. And sometimes I just give it away.
You can't get the sex from a sex addict, my nigga.
I'm going to be real. You need to step it up, homie. I don't know if you need to read a book. Zoe can recommend plenty.
Let's do it this way.
But,
do you like yourself?
I'm coming into terms with that, yeah.
See, just the answer alone. Let's just listen to the answer. All jokes aside. I asked you, do you like yourself? You said, I'm coming into terms with that. So understand that relationships are reflective. Right? You are projecting outwards. I'm coming to terms with liking myself. There's no way her yoni is going to juicify under that energy.
Man, right.
You are basically a relationship Sahara. You're a relationship desert because of how you feel about yourself. There's a book you need to get. All right? You ready?
I mean, like, I haven't always been this way, though.
Well, you're that way today. I heard you right now.
In the present, so let's address the present.
Let's just deal with this today. Right now, you on some... Even Kermit the Frog got a bad pig bitch.
Oh my
right.
Right? Like, come on, man. You my dude right now. I can't let you go out like this. All right?
Okay.
The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. I would say all brothers should get this one. The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. Deida, D-E-I-D-A. David Deida. The Way of the Superior Man. A spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire. This man breaks it down. Like, for instance, he puts confidence, purpose, and fucking that pussy all into one space.
Yes.
So a woman can't fuck with you unless you're fucking the shit out of your purpose.
Yes.
Your purpose gotta be nuttin'. She see that? Your purpose is having an orgasm. She gonna be like,
I mean,
what's your name?
All facts. Facts.
What's your name? You can be like, my name is nigga. She be like, really?
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, you call in here, man, you sound like the mouse. And I'm not saying you got to be all loud and aggressive.
I don't always sound like this, though.
Listen,
I mean,
are you okay?
I would say, like, my masculinity comes out in spurts, kind of.
Okay, yeah. You need to find it and keep it consistent.
Hey, we need to timestamp. What the fuck did he just say? My masculinity comes out in spurts.
No, I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, no.
Don't do it
Hell
like
no.
that. No.
You better stop it. Don't call in here doing that shit. Did you? My masculinity comes out in spurts. Oh, shit. Get the book, man. Get the book. What the fuck?
Okay.
Norbit, is that you?
No.
You can't be Norbit.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire, man. You got to really lock into your purpose, and then you have to develop your confidence, brother, because god damn, this was bad. Your masculinity got to stop squirting. What the fuck? Appreciate the call. Thank you, brother. Wow.
But at least he was honest about it. I feel like there's hella dudes in denial about having spurty masculinity. I don't know why I'm in the friend zone, because you're not confident. Like,
hey, Bert. Hi, Bert.
Have you ever wondered why, like, the nerdy, ugly dude gets the girl?
Like, hey, Bert. Hey, you want to go out on a date? No, nigga. Joe, Sesame Street living ass on out. Get out of here. Yeah, man, you gotta. Wow.
Work on that.
Jeez. God damn.
Poor guy.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Caller.
Is this me, Zoe?
Yeah, this is you.
Me?
What's happening? You live?
What's cracking, Zoe? This is Joey. I'm calling from Riverside. How y'all doing tonight?
We chilling. What up, Riverside? IE in the building.
Most def, Zoe. We love you out here, bro. Keep smashing. Quick point though. I feel bad for homie on the last call, man.
Yeah,
man.
Jesus.
I'm saying a prayer for that dude, like Manchester or something. But anyway, no, you know what? I was kind of looking at the topic through Instagram, and I kind of saw what the topic is about, and I think it takes a special kind of guy to have a side piece, as well as it takes a special kind of girl to be a side piece.
Good.
Not every guy can get with multiple girls and not catch feelings. I think that's why pimping was so strong, because these dudes they're just relentless and they didn't have feelings. That's not a good thing, but I think that's where it takes a special kind of dude, good or bad, to have that side piece, or a girl who don't mind coming in second place or even third place if he already got more side pieces than just her.
She don't even see it as a place.
Right, I see it as a team or a roster.
She sees it more as a space as opposed to a place. Just make space for me and I'm cool.
I'm on the bench, I'm on the team.
Now, if she's seeing it as a place, now she's going to feel like I'm settling because I'm not first.
Right.
You got to make space instead of a place.
Heavy.
Hey, man, I'm out here trying to give up this real game right now.
So true.
Most def.
Man, I appreciate the call, man. You just dropped a bomb on us, man. We appreciate that, man. Call us anytime. Riverside in the building. IE! The voice of reason is live. Thanks for the call, brother. We got more callers, man. This shit is crazy right now. Side chicks, are they winning? Are they losing? Do you need one in order to have a happy marriage?
Ooh.
God damn.
Ooh.
Yikes. Caller, You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it.
Hello?
Yeah, you're live. What's the deal?
Zoe, firstly, I want to thank you for your education and your relationship
Thank you,
advice. And also, Tiffany, is it?
Yes.
She up in here.
Thank you so much for speaking the truth. Real quick, I'm G from Philly. Just want to give a quick business perspective because you spoke about relationships being like business.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with big companies. I have a contract with a huge company. And in that contract, you know, they have the option to terminate the contract or also give repercussions if you go outside the contract. So one question from me to you is, what's a counterbalance to, you know, to the unagreed to side piece? And then when do you actually establish the contract? And do you leave clauses in the contract so that you leave loopholes for yourself?
Tiffany, and then I will follow up.
Oh my goodness. I just saw, not a plug for their show, but like Tamar Braxton just said something recently was like, let him cheat in peace if you're not willing to do something about it. Like if you're not going to leave your man, then don't nag him about cheating. You may as well just pretend it's not happening and just keep living with life. So in regards to like the business side of things, I think you should build it in if that's the kind of lifestyle you're in and you have an open relationship. But the issue is that a lot of people don't. I think a lot of celebrities have caught on to this. A lot of them do have side pieces, but it's written right into prenuptial agreements, non-disclosure agreements, and people sign these documents and these agreements up front. Side pieces are signing these things. Like professional side pieces, that's why they're making it profitable. Okay, I'm going to get a little Toyota and I'm going to get my student loans paid and I'm going to smash you on these days, but I can't be seen with you in public. I won't call you when you're with your children. Like some people have made it a business to one, be a side piece, but also the main chicks know that too. Like, you know what? These princes over in England are probably cheating, but the main girl knows that. Part of it is discretion. Do not ever be seen with that side piece. Don't be Prince Charles and let people know you've been messed up. So keep it secret. Everybody's got to be in agreement. There are so many celebrities where, yes, it's obvious in athletes they're cheating, but we don't let it be known that you're doing it because, like you said, this is a business. It's going to cost us more to disrupt the legacy in our image than it is for me to try to make a stand that I'm against cheating.
I think women who understand the business of marriage are okay with a little cheating. As long as it's done in certain parameters. But let me tell you what I mean by the business of marriage. They understand in most cases in America, it's cheaper to keep him or cheaper to keep her. Yes. Divorce is the number one indicator of poverty. They understand that, right? And especially if you have a lot to lose.
Right.
Like there's legacy on the line.
Right.
I think, listen, one thing you can't do is understand and experience for your partner.
Ooh, right.
So if you dating somebody who fresh off of Walt Disney's nipple and their fantasy for relationships come from that, they're the ones who see men who like multiple women or who want multiple women as immature.
Right.
And if I would say, where's your empirical data for that? You don't have any. You have and that's going to be Wednesday's show, how women create a coven around broken relationship ideas and continue to perpetuate that. Smart women know, why would I let this man go who's built this empire? I built it with him. Why would I let him go and destroy the empire in the process?
Right.
Just because he went out and got some extra, some side cooter. I know who he is, right?
Right.
I know he don't really give a fuck about that person because 9 times out of 10, it's like that.
Right.
9 times out of 10, it's like that. It's not like, oh, I'm in love and I'm maintaining a love relationship, while I got my wife over here.
Right.
And I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I'm saying for the most part, the indiscretions be superficial.
Yes.
They don't be like major, I found a soulmate, I found a twin flame.
Right.
No, I found a skeet ashtray.
Or just a filler. So divorce is terrible. But that, like, even in my case, like, I was really gonna like really be with him still, but I was like, I don't want this to be a TMZ story in the future. If I can catch you cheating, anybody can. Because I'm trying not to. I'm ignoring my intuition. I'm trying not to catch you. I've been trying not to catch you. So I'm like, I'm out here in the entertainment world and I'm gonna catch you. I don't want this to be a TMZ thing. Like, I would have rather him just been like, yo, I've been smashing other girls because you out of town. We need to figure out a situation. Okay, cool. Use condoms. Let's do this NDA in case I blow up one day. And let's not have side babies. My number one fear was blowing up and him having a side baby.
Yeah, that's a great fear to have, though. That's a legitimate fear.
Especially because we haven't had kids yet together, but you have a baby with your side bitch?
Because, again, it goes back to economics. You have a side baby. The side baby is built-in piece of the pie.
Sometimes more of a pie than the wife.
Yeah.
If you have a side baby, the baby is biologically...
Hey, don't be competing with my side kids.
Right.
So yeah,
as a business, again, we're pretty mature and we're higher like processing, but I think just a lot of people need to be so much more honest, especially before marriage is a business, before you get into that business. Like I was talking about, people don't know you can get a postnuptial. I was really considering getting a postnuptial actually after I got married, like, ooh, we should really make some arrangements around what if this should not work out right.
That's crazy.
And you can, but it costs hella money.
That's
like
crazy.
You can make those agreements afterwards, but it's so much easier to make those agreements beforehand.
I'm going to say this to men right now. Don't get married. Make a
feeling that
shitload
way.
of bread.
Yes.
Own your own property.
Yes.
Share it with no one.
Right.
Set up corporations, multiple corporations, wrap them up in trusts and foundations. Protect your shit.
Yes.
Wear a condom all the goddamn time.
Yes.
And fuck till your heart's content.
Kobe fist bump.
I'm just saying. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Say you one of these young kids who just graduated college with a high degree. You're an African-American male. You know how sought after you are?
So, like, it's easy to trap you.
The worst thing to do is to get somebody pregnant.
Man.
You better hold on to your freedom and fuck until you get tired.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I have one more question if you wouldn't mind.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. So you asked this in an older VOR, but the females didn't answer at the time. What do you think we're trading in relationship? What is the thing that we're actually trading?
I like that. Go ahead. I'm going to let you answer first.
Okay.
Because I think you asked about rewards and how, sorry.
Now that I've taken a
I
lot
see
of
you.
time
I
to
see you, caller,
reflect.
trying to set Tiffany up, though. I see you.
No, yeah, I've had a lot. If you would have asked me this even like probably a few weeks ago before I hit that book hard, I would have had a totally different answer. But now, to be honest, I feel like a lot of us are just trading our ideas of the concept.
Exactly.
Instead of the person.
Let's just be real. You ain't trading shit.
Right. Like, I'm just building you to try to fit the idea I had of this relationship.
And you using your yoni as the collateral currency.
Absolutely. Because I realized I was grieving the loss of not him, not the money. I was grieving the loss of the idea of marriage. I had cherished it so much.
That's who you were married to, the idea.
Yeah, the idea. I was like, I had wanted that so much. I had worked towards that. I wasn't really missing him or the whatever. I was like, oh, I'm not a wife anymore.
Look at that.
Yeah, like I had to own it. Like, okay, so what did that relationship really mean to me then? It's easier to move on and grow from it when you can just own, like, maybe, oh, I was just messed up in that in general anyways.
That is such a powerful question. What are you training?
Yeah, we should be training learning and understanding, but that's not what we're doing most of the time.
First off, a lot of people overvalue what they bring to the table.
Oh, yes, Jesus. Yes.
If all you bring is your job and your degrees and the time you spend in school,
boo.
And then your genitals, like it's not a lot. It's not a lot there.
Right.
Ah, shit, man.
So understanding.
Great question, man. We
should be
appreciate
trading
it. Thanks,
understanding.
Yeah,
That's what I want now.
That was fire, man.
I totally appreciate you, though, on a billion different levels. And thank you, Tiffany, for giving the truth that we just don't hear, from the female side.
We love it, man. This was good.
I
Thanks, bro.
appreciate
Callers! The voice of reason is on fire! The phone lines is cracking. Tonight's topic, relationship hors d'oeuvres. A deeper look at how to make a side situation worthwhile. Or discover that it's a monumental waste of time. Christ. Jesus. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller. All right, salam alaikum. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Darnell, Tuscaloosa.
Darnell, Tuscaloosa. Speak on it.
Yeah, what up, Zoe?
What's happening?
Hey, I gotta go with hustle on this one. I think as like black men, we should get rid of the side chick mentality. I gotta go to the book of Jeff Brown on this one. He always talk about the definition of a player is a person that can have a woman and be able to co-op with the main or whatever you want to call it, and be able to operate that together without lying in it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
You caught me in mid-drink. I
was like, got you. Just
yes.
Missed it.
No, I
Yeah,
get it.
so-
I get it.
So with that is no side chick is building in that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and there's nobody had time for games. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
with me, like side chicks, that's really like kid high school games with me. So with me, I like to build. You get what I'm saying? Like whoever I'm dealing with.
But not everybody you get with is an architect.
Right. Or a carpenter.
Right, but that's why. But most people won't be able to deal with that because they're not going. See, I had to build up to that point because most people you deal with, if you tell them the situation, they're not going to be able to deal with it. But I had to build up to that, and eventually you will attract it if that's what you keep striving for. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to be. Veronica talk about all the time. The willingness to put it all on the line.
Yeah.
It's illumination in that. You get what I'm saying? So
we agree. I don't see where we disagree, brother. I mean, you making some good points, but we made these points in the show already.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
But right, but that's why I was saying I go with hustle because he was saying like it seemed like his lying, side chick is lying. I was like, yeah, I basically agree. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it
I
is.
don't really look at my girl, whoever girl I'm dealing with, as a side chick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a one thing, basically. It's not a side thing.
Well, we appreciate it, man. Thank you for sharing, brother. We really do. Call in anytime. Tuscaloosa in the building. The voice of reason is crazy tonight. I knew this topic was going to get people's goad. Relationship hors d'oeuvres. Are you the main dish or the garnish?
Or the garnish.
Shit's crazy, man. We got callers. But if you want to participate, all you got to do is dial 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I'm sitting here with Tiff Ram.
Yes.
And we're out here cutting up. Jeez. Is there such thing as an effective side partner relationship?
Ooh.
Resource sharing?
Ooh.
Ugh. Your woman is on deck. Everybody on deck because there's more resources. Is that diet polygyny?
Diet polygyny, yes.
Diet polygamy? Is it? I don't know. Jesus. Are men and women more honest with their side partners?
Ooh.
than they are with their main
please,
partners?
Please.
Yes. If I could finish the question.
Oh, I've just been waiting all night. I was like, wait.
Okay, go ahead, honey.
Oh, no, you can finish.
No, you're good.
I thought you were done. That's why I asked.
You good.
No.
It's just us. Hell, you got space.
I do. But I was like, oh, I really thought you were done. I wasn't trying to jump on you. So I think it is easier to be honest with your side dude or chick. Often because if you really care about your main person, you tend to consider their pride and ego. So like if the sex is slacking or like something isn't going right in the household, sometimes you don't tell them because you care. You're like, I don't really want to tell him. Like,
he got a little dick.
Your stroke been kind of off lately. So, like whereas with my side dude, like if you slacking, homie, well, you ain't the main dude. I'm not caring about your feelings. Like get your stroke up. That's what you're here for. Like you're going to be more blunt.
But you're going to tell your main dude that when you get mad at him.
I mean, I have a rule about
get
not
your
talking about
little dick ass out of here.
So first and foremost, I wouldn't fuck with the little dick. But anyways, I would be having these problems. But
okay, well, limp dick.
Other girls have these problems. Yes. But yeah, so I think that's sometimes when you consider ego and pride with your main person, you tend to stop telling them real things about you and what's going on. But that's also how you become in transition with your main person. When you start doing that too consistently, that's when that transition from your main person becoming your side person and your side person becoming your main. Wow. When you start telling your main person more things or your side person more than your main person things, like that's when like feelings are exchanged and you in dangerous territory. Because now also it gives the side person leverage. And that's what you need to be conscious of if you're someone who can lose something from that side person revealing themselves, is you don't want to give that side person too much leverage.
Well.
So you don't want them to have dick pics of you floating around and sex videos and all of that.
It's a lot of people really invested in that side person.
Right. And that's dangerous. It's a liability.
It's not dangerous when it's feeling good.
More dangerous if it feels good. That's how I got caught up.
It's not dangerous if it's working at the moment.
Keyword at the moment. We need to be forward thinking. Just come on, man. Don't just think with your penis. Come on. What? I'm going to say hello to the caller?
Let's see you set it up.
Oh, I don't know how to do this yet. Okay.
Try it.
I'm trying right now. Why we got to try live on the air? Okay, caller. I don't know where you at. What's your name? Where you from?
Hell no. You got to do better than.
Okay, caller.
Where are you here?
Was a girl too.
Where you at?
A female? That's a female, right?
That's what you're going to do? That's how you're going to do the callers? No, welcome to the voice of reason. Nothing. You didn't heard me do it like a million times.
Caught me off guard, rude.
Okay, hi caller, that's you? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Jesus.
What's your name and where are you from, sweetie?
I'm from LA.
Hey.
And I'm calling mainly because it's no chicks calling, but also because I have had a case of serial side situationer issues.
Speak on it.
So, like,
are you the side chick or are you the main chick? Do you have a side dude?
Well, okay, so currently I'm a side chick.
Okay.
I have been a side chick in the past and had side dudes. Well, actually, I've only had like one side dude, honestly. Like, I was in a relationship and cheated. Other than that, I've been mostly faithful. But I haven't had that many real relationships. Like I said, I'm a serial side situationer.
How do you get in a serial side situation?
Right.
I don't know. Well, okay.
You like it. Let's just deal with that.
I do.
You getting something out of it.
Polygamy. Like, I think it could work with the right people. But it just, in my experience, hasn't worked yet. But right now, it's beneficial to me financially and emotionally, in a sense that I don't have to deal with all. Okay, I recently watched an old Voice of Reason about the dawn of the side chick, and the side chick whisperer. She had it. She knows what she's talking about. Like, a dude should never get a side chick that wants to be with him. Like, my current situation, I don't ever want to be the main. I make sure he does what he's supposed to do. If he forgets something, or, she doesn't know about me, but she has some ideas. Like, she's called my phone, left me messages, but I stay out of it. I don't answer my phone. If I get a private call, I just don't answer it. But I don't necessarily. I'm not proud of it. Like, it's not something that I go boasting. Oh yeah, this is what I do. But for right now, especially, it works. I only have to deal with him for a certain amount of time, and it's to my benefit. So
wow, crazy.
It is, but like I said, it's a serial situation for me. So okay. Another thing, I was born to a side chick, so sometimes it makes me feel like, because that's what I came from. Originally, I didn't know I was a side chick. Like, when this first started happening as a teen, I would think that I was the dude's girlfriend, and then find out that he has another girlfriend somewhere else, or he had an older girlfriend, because I started out young. So I'm young dating older guys and finding out about their girlfriends through either their friends or different situations. So like I said, at first I didn't know that that's what I was getting myself into, and now it's just, I don't know, it's easier. And I'm not even looking for a relationship. I'm too busy doing my life. Like, I don't have to. I listen to him. I'm a confidant in a way, like y'all said. Like, yes, he tells me every fucking thing. He doesn't talk bad about her, because most of the time I won't let him. But she's wonderful. She does everything she's supposed to do. I feel like variety is the spice of life. So.
And what about you, though? Like, are you his supplement in some kind of way? Like, what are you supplementing for him that he isn't getting from her?
Vitality, I think. Like, I'm young. I'm younger than both of them. They've been together for a lifetime. They've been together like 30 years. Oh. And they're not even married, but they are married enough. They got,
right,
a whole lot of stuff involved. So, and that's another thing. It's like he doesn't have to deal with all of that with me. We're not discussing mortgages and the property in this state and whatever, and our children. Their issues, he can escape when he's with me. And then, like, he can, like, vent and talk about it, and I give the perspective that I can give. So, and then stuff that she don't want to hear about, like, stuff that he can't tell her because it's some shady shit that he did with another chick, or somebody he was cheating on her with. He can't talk to her about that. So
wow.
I don't mind.
The sounding board.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to do it. I was like, if no chick's gonna call and tell it, like, for real.
Because y'all don't like putting your shit out there.
Yeah, I'm not the only one. Yeah. I mean, I'm a unicorn, but I'm not like the only unicorn.
Yeah, I'm like,
so
I'm
thank
not
you.
Just hanging, just giving it. Yes, I got you, girl.
But especially you said it's also financial, and that's the thing people overlook. Like you said, you don't want to be the main chick. You ain't trying to ruin his family life or his life. You're like, it's working for me for real.
Right.
Yeah.
We are friends for sure. Like, that is how I look at it. And, like, there have been situations where we've been somewhere and someone he knew, like, walked up or pulled up. I'll walk away.
Right.
Walk away, like I'm not with him.
Wow.
See, because she's a good side chick. She knows the role. Amen. You need a crown.
So now that you're here, We might as well go through it. Let's run the gamut. Let's break it all the way down. What are the rules? What are the do's and don'ts of side chicken? Is it side chicken? Is that like
you just made that up, okay? But anyways, we're gonna go with it.
Cool. Sorry.
I mean, rules vary, but for the most part, I know my role. I know that I don't want him to have any issues at home because of me, and I'm not trying to have nobody wanting to fight me or harm me or mess up what I got going because I'm stepping on their toes. So I do my best to be as discreet. He likes it, and it's a risk factor that he likes. That I'm the longer this goes on, the more I realize he likes this shit. Like, he likes that it's scary. He likes to call me from home and hang up because she wake up and shit. So, and me, I'm like, oh, motherfucker, what's wrong with you? Don't do that.
Wow.
I feel like, he's like an adrenaline junkie. I feel like cheaters are adrenaline junkies.
Yep.
They push the envelope. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yikes.
It is. But like I said, I do believe that polygamy can work. I just, I haven't had it work in my situation.
Let me ask you this.
A man has to be worthy of it.
Let me ask you this. Do you consider this arrangement successful?
What's success? Well, yeah.
You getting what you want, right?
Yeah, as long as my bills are paid and
he's helping with that.
Definitely. Yes, that's the whole point on my end. Because when that stops, I'm done.
Right.
You know, so it's like, he is a very good friend, and I'm learning from him because he's older. So I can get a lot of game, and so. Only unsuccessful thing is sometimes I feel like he's a little too attached, and so I have to bring him back to reality.
Like, and this ain't what that is.
Or like, do not leave your wife for me. Do not.
Right. Well, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't leave her, but like, God forbid something happened to her, or if she left him.
Right, so
I'm
that's
not taking her place.
Yeah, the adrenaline junkie. I feel like sometimes they try to sabotage. So, like, if she catches him, then he doesn't feel bad for the breakup. Like, oh, what if I get her to leave me? So you got to be careful with that, girl, because that's what happens a lot of the time. Because then he's not.
Well, no, I mean, we've had that discussion, and it's like, don't do it, because I'm not the one.
Right.
So,
all right,
and I tell him all the time, like, I hope that my karma from him doesn't. But me, like I said, I believe in polygamy, so I don't honestly think I'll ever have a monogamous relationship. It's just not realistic to me. From when I was like, I never had the fairy tale. Oh, I'm going to marry Prince Charming. From when I was from when I was in junior high school, I was like, I'm not getting married. I'm going to have fun and live life. And if I do get married, I'm gonna get married when I'm like 55 or 60. So,
wow.
Yeah. And I still feel like that. Now I feel like, for what? Get married for what?
Yikes. This is crazy. What are you going to do if it just crumbles? What happens when it hits the wall?
I don't know. I've thought about it. Like, what would I do if she pull up on us? Or
because she gonna find out.
Oh, she already on the trail already. Yeah.
She's going to find out, and when she finds out, what are you gonna do?
No, that's the thing, though. I'm telling you, I think she knows. She just doesn't have definite proof, and it's like
no woman ever has definite proof. All they have is that intuition shit, and then that spurs them into action.
Yes, true that. Victim of my own
in their
intuition.
case, it's really just cheaper to keep her, like,
yes,
and cheaper to keep him. Like, they have so much invested in each other that she is just like, okay, motherfucker, don't get disrespectful. And like I said, he got kind of sloppy. And so, but her intuition had her in his phone, and that's how she got my number.
Wow.
And so, but now, basically the messy shit has been eradicated. So, it's kind of like normal, but at the same time, it's phasing itself out to me. But he don't want to he don't want to accept that, I guess. And so it's going to take, I guess, me to really find someone and be in a relationship for him to understand that we need to be apart. Like, he likes to see me every day. And I'm like, oh, nigga, it's just for a few hours, though. So for me, it's like, okay, I'll give you these few hours to vent, talk about work. Because, like, she don't want to hear shit about his job. She don't want to hear that shit. She's been hearing that shit for 20-some years. I have only been hearing it for a little while, so it's fine with me. It's kind of fascinating. Fuck it, talk. I don't care. Sometimes I don't even be listening, but he know I'm not listening because I'm that attentive that I'm making it seem like I'm listening, or I will be half-ass listening. Let me make it clear. I'm listening to him, but not.
She's a professional side chick. She's telling you the secrets.
This
what
is
men
crazy.
do all the time. I look like I'm listening, but I'm not. That's
let me
not
say
new.
this though, like, gosh, I want to go in, but I'm not because she shared so
You
much.
mad?
She did, but my
No.
question. I had
no.
one question for you, which was: it sounds like you don't actually mess with other dudes, though. He is still the only dude you mess with. Are you being sexually active with anybody else?
But wait. The reason why I was saying I want to go in, but I can't, it's not because I'm mad or something like that. It's just because it's time to go.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's just time to go. Like, I wish I had more time.
Oh, he just has more questions in general. Like, ooh,
yeah, I want to keep it going.
It is rare to get a side chick to call in and say, I'm a side chick. This is awesome. I appreciate
This
you.
was great. We might have to do a part 2, and you have to be our special guest and
Yes.
say more about.
For sure.
Yeah, this was big. I appreciate you, though.
Yes.
You got it, no doubt. I love you both.
Thank you.
Okay, well, cool. Shit. All right. I don't know if you could spread yourself to be multiple side chicks. Okay, cool.
Yes, I have lots of love to give.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the call.
He is the only person I'm with right now by choice, though. So,
okay.
Because in the beginning, I did dabble. You know, I was living, but now I'm just focused.
All right. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks again. We appreciate the call so much. Thanks.
No problem.
So, you got 20 seconds
to do.
Summarize. Is it a good thing, bad thing? Can it be helpful?
Side chicks and dudes can be helpful to re-spark, like that guy was saying, that let you know you still got it, but it should be on a time limit, and there should be rules that you can abide by, and if they're broken, you need to sever ways.
Done deal. I agree with that. Man, today's been a long day, but I appreciate it. This was good stuff. We'll be back Wednesday with another slapper. The Voice of Reason, 5 to 7 p.m. on Dash Talk. This was amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to holla at y'all. Deuces.